Alright, that'll be Stephen L. Shaarawy. This is a card I'm excited about. Obvious foot legend. I never got to use him much back in the day, so he doesn't mean necessarily that to me. But this looks like a really decent card. If I can link him, and if his AI's got what it needs and all that, this could be a card I end up using for a while. Let's go ahead and compare, because there's some talking to do. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. This one we're going to be testing out the new Stephen L. Shaarawy card. Unfortunately, he was only out for 24 hours, so if you didn't do him, he's already gone. I've tested him a little bit. We tried some friendlies, I tried some rush, I tried some offline squad battles games. No opinion of him so far. It really takes, I think, the online games to be better. It's not like you can dribble the AI much, so the main concern I've got about him so far is just the stamina. Everything else seems pretty good, at least one passing playstyle. He is missing first touch, you've got to keep that in mind, but the dribbling seems okay. He ends up being one of the highest dribbling players in the game with the chem style. Question for me will be, do I want something like this that is a ball control boost, or might I prefer a finisher that's a balance and agility boost? So we'll see between those two, I think. Finisher would be the other one I'm considering at the moment. You could also do engine. Engine would be about the same. Perhaps that would make more sense, because I don't plan on shooting like every attack with them, so I might prefer the passing boost. Especially because no weak foot, so you have to rely really heavy on pinged and his right foot. But we'll give him a test in Rivals here, and let's see how he is. I'm expecting good things, bar the stamina we're using him in. So I do have to drop Milo for chem, so we're not doing Shadow Striker. We do have Playmaker++. Beyond that, the rest of the team is staying the same if you've watched my content, but inside forward ++ at the left mid, I'm really excited testing out, so let's see. Well, it's Malin stealing the show so far, but there's Elsha. Little cut back, and I mean, easy finish, and this opponent's done. That's fine. Test him out here. Good agility to get back. Pretty explosive on the skill move there, there's no catching up. Move into his technical, a little slow, but he still held on to the ball. And there he loses it. That's fair. Oh, see, that was performed exquisitely well. His McGee cancels look nice. He's wide. Let's get back. Pass there. Good handshake. He's so aggressive. Again, I'm not used to having inside forward ++ there. Performed as well that time with the McGee cancel. Still holds on to it. Might have that little bit of jam you need. Back up. Again. One more time on the finesse. Oh, see, that one's wide. He comes out of it a little bit heavy, you can notice, but the rest was nice. Good handshake. There's so much space there. Elsha is not running. It's very consistently taking up like that space on the far side of the box. Little move down. I mean, there were things I can do with him that I couldn't with Musiala, man. I'll tell you that much. Good move, handshake. We'll see if Elsha moves behind me here. Does, but he's a little slow, which I think I'm noticing, and there's a little bit of heaviness there. I think I'm noticing his attacking AI is just that little bit behind. Body feints. Good on both. Step overs. Good enough. L2, R2. He's in my team, man. To save you in situations where the opponent's close. So you can use it to, like, I would rely really heavily on ping pass with him, but you got to make sure there's enough space as you do it. Almost make the stop around VVD there. Nice handshake. I never get the chance for long shots, but never mind. I never get the chance for long shots, but bro, what? Hey, I mean, there's an extra value to the card there if you want. I'm realizing with the card, I didn't really cover the in-game stats that much. Forgive me, you know, new reviewer problems here, so we'll smooth this out as we go, but You might think the pace is a little bit lower. You might upgrade that with an engine. For me, the Rapid kind of fixes that. So Rapid makes him feel like he's got kind of 94, 95-ish pace. I think that's just fine. So I don't bother boosting that. The other stats we're looking at that are pretty low. Some of the passing, but if you can dribble into better passing angles, I don't mind that much. So I don't think I need to boost the passing. We're looking at the lowest dribbling here that we really want to bump or balance, ball control and dribbling. So right now, that first game was ball control dribbling and a marksman here. Also really boosting the long shots and the finishing. If you plan on taking a lot of long shots, it's probably the way to go. If you plan on getting into the box a little bit more, we're going to try a finisher next. So instead of this stat, increased layout, we'll be giving a massive boost to in the box finishing. A big boost to attacking positioning, which I hope that 85 attack positioning is one of his lower stats that I'm a little worried about. I want to see how that bumps him up. Now agility and balance increases, but no ball control. So we want to see how that adjusts the dribbling for the card. The other one you can, so the 4 chem styles I would consider. Actually, let me look at footbin here. We're starting with that marksman. That's what I'm guessing I'm going to use, just for like well-rounded dribbling in the more important categories for him, I think. Followed by finisher, just skipping ball control, doing others. You can see marksman gives him 97 according to footbin. Finisher will only give 95, so not as big of an increase because it really weighs these heavily, but potentially better shooting increases depending on your long shot interest. We're looking at engine. If you really just want a playmaker, you don't think you're going to shoot as much with him, good increase to the passing stats and curve potentially for finesses, and then a better increase in the finisher because we're boosting balance even that little bit more, and a pace boost. So the other one I consider is basic, but I don't think it's worth it. Basic just gives really well-rounded. Where is basic? Here. Similar increase to passing as the engine. Small pace boost, but not enough in the dribbling, I think. I want at least one of these maxed out. But you can consider. If you really, if you use them well-rounded, this makes sense. If you just kind of shoot in the box, maybe finisher makes sense. If you're kind of edge of the box, marksman. If you're just creative, you don't plan to shoot at all, maybe engine's the way to go. So El Shaarawy is on the edge of the box here. I find that interesting. I'm going to find him. Cut back up, lots of space here. Maybe some tech, actually. I kind of forget about technical. One more move beyond. That was mostly tech, and then he misses. Oh, he misses that. That might have been my fault on the aiming, I'm not sure. Or at least got a green time. So part of it, yeah, which is really frustrating, but... Did El Shaarawy just chest the ball in the box? Well, surprise hidden value to that card. Opponent does have a higher line, but that's the increased attack positioning. What does he do from here? He's holding up the field. Okay, well, it works out in the end. Cut down again. Opponent, I read time it because it's a little heavier coming out than I expected. The opponent didn't read it. If they did, then they would have had it, but no real complaints. I mean, he's not going to be a perfect dribbler, honestly, but he's pretty close. Nice. Got a good pass there. Schuler. Alright. Cut down again. He's got that jam up quite even. Obviously 3-star weak foot, no, but he's got jam to him, man. That's not a finisher. It doesn't even boost his long shots, so they're just at 87, and he's able to do that. So, again, big benefit to the card. Finesse minus, all you need. Good, Hamshik. He's open if I'm able to make the pass. I am. Finisher has to score that. Yeah, he's got such high finishing on the chem style. Strong, too. I'm holding off... Who was it there? Delo or someone? It just can't be shrugged off, man. There. Intercept plus. Alright. Good. Steven. Probably give and go here. Yep. So here's the thing about him, right? Low stamina. That's probably the main draw of this card out of anything I've found. By the 70th minute, he's already real tired, so can't sprint by the fullback anymore. He's got that jam, man. There's something about this card that he'll just get stuff for you. No stamina, I'm still able to get by some opponents here. Ah, so close. I could have had something more effective there if I wasn't going for the montage stuff. But again, no stam, still able to do things. Tell him to go on a run there. There was an offside trap, so that gives me even more space. Let's do L1, because the L1 dribbling isn't something I really tested out with him. You can make it work, but yeah, definitely L2, R2 is still better this year. That's a shame. Again, you might use L1 like once or twice, but you should use L2, R2 like 95% of the time. I'm going to tell him to go on that run. Good. Got inside, and then the shot right away. I yellow timed it, but still really effective at those cuts back down. Good. Let's wait for the overlap. That's where the effectiveness of this move will come in. Oh, some great close control there. He still got it. One little cut upside, and okay, so he's got the jam. 3-star weak foot, not a good enough shot, but also it still works. Dribbling phenomenal though, man. Complete my test. We're going back to the marksman. Just to test out maybe the strength, boost the dribbling, or the ball control is that important. So one more game here, we'll find out. First time on the left foot. That's a good sign. Let me try it again. We tried a third time. They're all completed. I mean, I think that's got to open a gap for me somewhere, right? So I manually called him on that run to come closer. You can tell the difference between the marksman and the finisher. It is noticeable. I don't know which is better yet, but it's noticeable. Oh yeah, that's not something I can do with him. Left foot incisive. Good. Good. There he goes. Interesting. Gets the jam through it, but not successful on the skill move. He's a little more stationary with his positioning there than I'd want. Good. Should be able to there. That's, and just, I mean, I've done that, I think, before in this review, but so important to have that ability there. Oh, okay. Look at that aggressive run though, and the finishing. Unable to score that one. Tried to green time it and failed. Definitely need the green time there. Verdict of the Shaarawy card. Performs actually slightly better than I expected. The SBC is a 10 out of 10, if you ask me, no question. For value, for a 50k card, like, he's up there with some of the best left mids you can use right now, I think. Obvious letdowns are obvious letdowns. Stamina's a little bit low. 3-star weak foot is the letdown you'd expect. He's one of the players that I've noticed his first touch, like not having the first touch playstyle, the least on, really didn't seem to bother him that much. I don't know, just his body type or whatever, but it is still noticeable. But instead of like a couple times a game where I'm like, I wish that was a little bit better, it's only like once or twice a game. Shooting, pleasantly surprised. I think finesse, the base playstyle there really does carry. Of course, you're looking to, as the left mid, get in the box and make those finesses as much as possible. Did score a couple outside the box, which are ones I never go for this year, so I was surprised about that as well. What chem style you use on him, I think really is going to depend on how you play. If you have maybe like a false 9 striker, so you don't get as many goals with your striker, and or like a playmaker cam, so not as many goals with a cam, and you need your attackers to get in the box and you need them to score, finisher I think is the way to go, no question. Higher finishing, higher attack positioning. He didn't really make less runs on the marksman without the higher attack positioning, but it was noticeable that the runs were slightly lower quality. I think the existence of the run is just the plus, so how they behave and off the ball, whatever. Like, this determines that he makes the run, just the fact that he will. The attack positioning, I think, is kind of where on the field he'll do it, how far inside he's going to cut. Is he really going to get into the space, or if there's a lot of space, is he going to stay a little bit closer to the defenders than he should? But you can adjust for some of that with his high quality dribbling. So there's, the give and take you want. But if you want to score a lot of goals, then finisher I think is the way to go. If you want as best dribbling as possible, it probably is the marksman, partially because of the increase to strength. But if you're just like doing montages and you want dribbling all the time, probably I'd do that marksman. If he's more general build-up, if you've got a good advanced forward striker and a good shadow striker cam, or you've got other attackers around that get a lot of your goals, engine might be the way to go. Agility and balance, you just kind of tell him to escape as much as possible without necessarily like getting past the defender every time, but you just need him to shift side to side and then make a pass. Well, the boost to pace, the boost to passing, and the agility and balance engine, maybe, if you just want that creativity. But I think the existence of inside forward plus means a lot of you will probably be looking to attack. I think ease of use would be finisher. I think if you want that like real skill ability, marksman, if you want just general build-up engine. A high value card. I highly recommend him. I'm going to do what I can to get him into the team. That Barella SPC I was not looking to do. Now I am, just for chemistry for him. Might need some icons just, for chem in the future and all that. But if you did enjoy, let me know. Comment, comment, subscribe. That's the order. All that good stuff. Do let me know how you get on with the card if you do try him, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace. Alright, that'll be Stephen L. Shaarawy. This is a card I'm excited about. Obvious foot legend. I never got to use him much back in the day, so he doesn't mean necessarily that to me. But this looks like a really decent card. If I can link him, and if his AI's got what it needs and all that, this could be a card I end up using for a while. Let's go ahead and compare, because there's some talking to do.